was gonna put on this laugh track thing. Shit, too. All right, everybody, we are live. Holy cow! This is an online open mic. This is not a stage. This is my bedroom. You guys, you guys are in my room. I can see a few of you. There's a lot of you I cannot see. It's like a blindfold situation, like a first date, like a blind date. No, it's not. No blind date should involve that many people, and you should be able to see all of them. Anywho, my name is Brooke. We're in for something different, this hasn't been done before, as far as I know. They might have done something similar, but we're live on Twitch, or perhaps live on YouTube, and there might be a lot of people right now watching me, and it's fine, everything's good. Welcome, my name is Brooke, it's spelled with an E, and it's okay, sometimes I spell it wrong, sometimes other people will spell it wrong, and that's fine, but when I spell it wrong, it's not okay, it's not, because then I'm broke. I'm just leaving a little moment for you guys to chuckle. Thank you, I wrote that joke myself. I need at least 2 O's, guys, at least 2. If I have 1 O, I mean I'm broke. If I have 2, I'm broke. If I have multiple O's, I'm just happy girl. I tell a lot of personal information when I do stand up. You could kind of say I'm an open book. That might be the last of the bad jokes. No, not true, because I just realized what my next one is. This isn't even plugged in, guys. This is a karaoke microphone machine. Whatever. It's fine. Hi. You guys doing good? You alive? Hell yeah. It's good to be alive. This is a weird thing, this whole life thing that we're living. All of a sudden things are just way different than you thought that they were going to be. And that happens to me a lot in life, but this time it's happening to every single one of us, which I think just reminds us of how incredibly interconnected we are. It's kind of beautiful, granted we're all going through this very strange, bizarre thing, but we're not alone. And even though we kind of are, we're not. And so I've been reflecting on some things, and when I looked at the weather today, it was 69% humidity, and that's my favorite amount of moisture, is it when it's the 69% moisture. That was just really cool, and my battery on my computer was at 69%, and on my phone, you guys. And this is something I've been trying to figure out, and I don't have a lot of people in my bedroom all the time, but right now I do. So I was trying to figure out, okay, so the 6 and the 9, if there are 3 people, can everybody 6 and 9 to create this vortex of love, universe, rock starness? I might be talking too metaphorically at the moment. I'm sorry if I lost some of you guys. What I'm trying to say is I think the answer is the Pythagorean theorem. Hold on. A squared, right, which would be you, squared, which would be a 6 or something, plus b squared, which would be you, someone else, right, squared, I don't know, plus equals c squared. There's 3 people, they're all doing their 2's, it works out, as long as it's a triangular situation. The Illuminati knows there's a power in the triangle. I might be reaching really far out there. I'm going to work on that. Here's another joke I thought of today. I didn't really think of it. I was running, right? And I hear, on the left. And so I looked, I'm oh no. And then I hear on the right. And I'm oh no. And then I'm what do I do? There was one guy on the left and one guy on the right. And they both decided to go on either side of me and tell me within the same moments of each other. And one of them was white and one of them was black. And I'm can't you guys just pick a team? I'm rooting for you all, but coming at me on both sides. I slowed down my pace. I let him walk ahead. Hello, other viewers that are tuning in. Welcome. This is an open mic. This is an adult contented open mic, guys. We're all going to do some time. Let's just tell some jokes, right? I'm kind of corny, which sucks, because I'm allergic to corn. Yeah, I forgot about it. I was eating popcorn and then I broke out in hives. Being allergic to corn is really hard when you grow up in Omaha, Nebraska. It's the worst. It makes it so difficult to be a Husker fan. And half the time when I tell jokes, my eyes swell shut. This is where I wait and let you laugh, but nobody is. Cool. So like this quarantine that we're all going through, it's just like, okay, cool. Got that joke out of the way. No, nobody else has to say that one. Oh, I don't know about you, but does anybody else sleep with a body pillow and a couple heating pads and then maybe an ice pack so that it like will melt in the middle of the night because it reminds you of your ex that had body sweat? I see some laughs and I see some confusion. So like, if you have the body pillow, it's like long, like a human size, and you put the like heating pads on it, so it's a warm body. And then if you have the ice pack like wrapped in like a plastic, chances are it'll get hot and it'll melt, and you'll wake up soaking wet, just like you would if you dated a guy who had nights. It's not funny if you have to explain the joke. Don't you just wish you had some bone broth? I just wish I had some bone broth to sip on. If I didn't have some nut juice, I have cucumbers. I might have 2 in the fridge. If I do, I know what will help me. Wow. So, Five Guys, right? Five Guys. I was driving down the street. I saw that sign. I got so excited. I was pumped. I'm a see it, want it, get it kind of girl. Saw the sign, got so excited. I was like, I'm going to get this. It's exactly what I want. And I walk in. Funny, like 6 of the comics got up and left. They're like, this joke is so bad. But like, there was only one guy. There was only one guy in there. And I wasn't happy about it. I was very upset, and I told them that. And I said, you know what? You have false advertising. Because I saw from far, 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 I hope the internet is liking this. Because from far, far down the street, I saw a sign, and it said 5 Guys. And I said, that is exactly what I want. And I got in there, and I said, I don't care. If you have wonderful, delicious burgers, I don't want them. I don't care about your fries. I took the peanuts and I threw them in the air and I said, you know what? I just wanted 5 Guys. And now I have like at least 5 Guys in my room. I remember when I first started doing open mics and I was like, this is just like Disneyland. Because I want to ride that one and I want to ride that one and I want to ride that one. But then, like, you hang out for a while and you realize, like, half the rides are broken. Yeah. And then, like, you have to wait. Like, why? Like, why should I have to wait? Like, you're telling me, like, I have to be this tall. I'm taller than that. Like, I passed all inspections plus that. Anywho, we're getting into my issues. Everything's good, you guys. I have plenty of jokes. Went to Pickleman's the other day. Told him I wanted a whole dill pickle. That's all I wanted. That's all a girl could ask for. And I turned my head, and without looking, they had just cut it. They cut my pickle, you guys. They just cut it in half without my permission. And I think for some reason in Western society, they think that's fine. They think you can just do that you can just cut somebody's pickle. But I hope that there's like 1,000 people tuned in by now. I'm sure this view and this personality is just like selling this really, really hard, and obviously the jokes. Wow. Woo, unforgettable, those jokes. Our very first comedian, you guys. Oh, she is amazing. She is so great, wonderful, from head to toe, inside and out. She just had a tumor removed from her back. That's like crazy, you guys. Like a couple weeks ago, like not even. And now she's gonna tell jokes. Like, I want to tell that so that she has as much time to tell her jokes as possible. Our very first comic, welcome to your house, Missy Nissen.
Hey, guys. Hello, fellow humans in isolation. Humans not in isolation, ruining everything for everyone else. That's cool. Whoever is watching, thank you for joining us. Like Brooke said, my name is Missy, and I am so glad to be here because I think we just need some laughs right now, you know? So me, like everyone else, or at least everyone who cares about public health and their grandmother, I'm quarantined at home alone due to coronavirus. But like Brooke said, like the weirder thing for me is that I've been quarantined / like not in the world for going on 22 days now. On March 2nd, I actually underwent, quote, the biggest, most risky spinal surgery you could have, which is what my neurosurgeon told me right before surgery. And I was like, okay, you are such an incredibly intelligent human. You literally saved my legs, but you cannot read a room. Like, don't fucking tell me that right before I go into surgery. Anyway, you know, coronavirus alone, that's like a lot, you know? And then it's like coronavirus plus recovering from having a fucking 4-inch tumor removed from your spinal cord. Like, that is also, it's a lot, you know? So it's like so cool that they're happening simultaneously. It's like, it's so great. It's wonderful. Probably the best part about having spinal surgery before coronavirus is that I knew that I was going to have a really hard time wiping my own ass when I came home. So I bought a bidet. So I was like way ahead of the curve on this like toilet paper crisis, which is like pretty dumb, you know? But it's weird now because if I couldn't hear that the bidet was on, I wouldn't know that it was on because I'm all numb. There's like no sensation, so that's cool. Anyway, I mean, it's just, you know, like I've always known that I was an old lady, like trapped in this like 20-year-old, 30-year-old body, and now I just feel like an old lady stuck in like an old person's body. And I've got the old lady accessories, you know, I've got grabbers to pick shit up off the floor and canes to help me walk outside. It's so cool. I feel like an old lady, but I also kind of feel like a lot like Tommy Pickles, you know? Like most days it's just a lot of like t-shirts and a diaper, you know? Like, I mean, actually like most days it's usually just the diaper. It's cool. It's cool. I know that it's temporary, you know, until I regain control of my body. But, you know, I've been thinking like, by the next time I am in adult diapers, like I better be off Tinder, you know? Because it's like, how the fuck do you do online dating during coronavirus? Like, that's weird enough. Let alone when you're recovering from spinal surgery and you have to wear adult diapers. Like, do you just lean in, you know? Like, do I update my profile and I'm like, I'm just a little baby looking for her daddy, you know? Like, and I mean, I know that there are people who are like into that. So it's like, hit me up, you know? Like if you have been quarantined from the coronavirus, you know, want to have a play date, daddy? You know, everything is numb, so like we could do some weird shit, you know? You know, you come over and I'll pinch your butt with my grabber, and then I'll use my other grabber to pick up the other grabber, and then you'll use that grabber to pinch my nipples because I wouldn't feel it on my butt. It's weird. Speaking of people touching your butt but you not knowing it, this is an honest to God story that happened to me a couple weeks ago. I was at the hospital and I happened to be FaceTiming my friend Michelle, and the nurse came in and was like, oh, it's time for your suppository. For women or for people who have had surgery or babies, you know what pooping is like. It's crazy. And then I lost all of my nerve functioning, so that's even. Anyway, so the nurse was like, okay, blah, blah, blah. And I was like, oh, friend on FaceTime, you're going to get to see this. This is going to be fun. And the nurse, you know, we were talking, whatever, and the nurse all of a sudden taps my hip, and it's like, okay. And I was like, oh, okay, what? And she was like, okay, we're done. And I was like, did you touch my butt? And she was like, yeah. And I was like, wait, did you literally like spread? Did you spread my, okay. And then you put something, okay. And she was like, I'm so sorry. And so, like immediate existential crisis ensued. And anyway, so my time is about up. But the next time you are worried about money, job stability, the economy, all the things, just be grateful that you can feel your butthole and that you could tell if someone was going to try to sneak something in there. Okay, that's my note for you. Back to Brett.
Oh my goodness, oh my goodness, oh my goodness. Oh my god. I'm like in the middle of taking out my brain, so don't judge me, guys. What I got to hear on the break was that we were all having 68 viewers on Twitch, and then they were like, now we have 70 viewers on Twitch. So like somewhere in the middle of that, there was 69 viewers. Yes. My life goals are like being met already. That's way more than we normally have at open mics. So just take a moment and like give Missy a round of applause. That was amazing. Thank you for sharing your life with us and your joy and your hope and your strength and your spirit. Ah! Our next comic, I haven't gotten to see him in a while because he's been on the East Coast, and he is so funny and wild. And I don't see him. I hope he's ready. Mr. Matt Wedlock, are you ready to go?
Yes.
Oh, yeah. Right.
I mean, I guess. Yeah, I'm ready. We'll go.
All right, welcome to your house, everybody. Welcome, Matt Wedlock.
I didn't know what to do for a microphone, so I just found some scissors. I mean, I'm at home, so this is what you get. Am I looking straight? Am I looking at the camera? I hope I'm looking at the camera. So let's address the elephant in the room. There's a pandemic going on right now, and that's homeless people asking for money at 5 in the morning. Okay? Be a decent human being. Don't ask me for money till 8. I'm coming back. I don't want to stand up anymore. I read an article. The journalists, they like to try and sound smarter than they are. And everyone kept calling it this novel coronavirus. And I was like, what is this novel coronavirus? And then I tried to buy it on ebook, and they don't have it. You can only get it as a physical copy. There's also the douchebag who calls it COVID-19. You know that douchebag who's like, excuse me, coronavirus is the pathogen, COVID-19 is the disease. And I'm like, I hope you fucking get it. All right, for saying that. I'm giving you guys time to laugh. That's what this is. Am I on here straight? Jesus. There we go. Okay. So, we're doing this thing called social distancing. And they're recommending it for sex, too. You're supposed to stay 6 feet away from your partner and masturbate. They're calling it the Louie. How the fuck are you going to quarantine the homeless? You can't. And here's the thing. Everybody is freaking out now. They're like, we're quarantined. Oh my God, I want to go do things. It's like, shut the fuck up. You spent the last month of your life every day like, I have to adult today. I don't want to do anything. I hate doing adulting. And now they're like, all right, sit on your fucking ass, do nothing. And you're like, I love the outdoors and I love exercising. No, we know you don't. Oh yeah, sorry. I'm not doing this in order, so bear with me here. I saw that same journalist who was talking about the fucking novel coronavirus also had something that said the Department of Health and Human Services had a cyber attack by a foreign actor. And I was like, who? Like, was it Emma Watson? Was it Hermione? Like, who is this actor that is attacking us? I knew it was getting bad, and I turned down a blowjob the other day because she was a known spitter. That one's for Brooke. You know that I saw this the other day too. This is directed at one audience member. The guy who owns Rockstar, his name is Russ Weiner. So, in case you want to start drinking Rockstars now. Dude, I went to Planet Fitness. This was like 2 weeks ago when it first started, and I was buying a bottle of water because fuck water fountains, right? And I went up to the counter and I was like, hey, can I get a water? And the guy was like, yeah, it's $2 unless you got a black card and it's $1. And I was like, okay, all right, cool. And so I went to hand him $2, and he's like, we don't take cash. And I was like, what? You're not gonna take the only form of American currency that actually is fucking real? But there was a dude who was standing up there, and he was like, got you, fam, I got you. Like, he did it like that, like gangster. And I was like, oh, thank you. That's cool. So he's like, man, I got the black card. It's only $1 for me. And I was like, sweet. So he pays for it, and I start walking off. He's like, hey. And I was like, what? And he's like, where's my $2? I was like, dude, I got you, fammed me, all right? You acted like you were gangster, like you were balling. You can't turn around and be like, give me $1. Fuck Planet Fitness. That's what I say. How much time have I done? Oh, God, those were my new coronavirus jokes that I was working on. Yeah. Thanks, guys. This is an open mic. I'm not going to take fucking everybody's time. Oh. Yeah, that's good. I'm good. You can bring up the next person. Do you want me to go for longer?
You can go another minute, or you could be like, welcome back.
Fucking just wanted to do that to my nips in front of fucking 61 audience members.
All right, I think you're done, buddy.
Yeah, I'm good.
That was that was so fun. That was so great. Like you said, this is an open mic, so we're doing jokes, and we don't have like our regular audience. So it's awkward. It's different. I did check my phone battery, guys, and at a strong 69.
Use scissors with the microphone. Thanks,
okay,
bro. Thank you, Brett.
You're welcome. Mwah. Our next comedian, he's amazing. He is fabulous. Let me make sure. I'm almost positive I am introducing. Actually. Okay, cool. Our next comedian, super, super funny, from up north a little bit. Okay. Welcome to your home, Ian Ryland Smith. Yeah?
Yeah. That's it. All right. I'm going to do my Dale Earnhardt impression. Got a PBR. Oh, fuck, I hope I don't hit a wall after this. Alright, guys. Gonna do my Dale Earnhardt Jr. impression. Got a Diet Mountain Dew, like Dale Earnhardt Jr. It's too much. I'd ask you guys how you're doing, but there's no way I'll know how you're doing. So anyway, I've been trying to think of new ways to annoy people who aren't Gen Z. And one of the ways I'm doing it is I'm taking old classic songs and ruining them by putting rap sounds into them. It goes like this. Imagine there's no heaven. Skirt, skirt. It's easy if you try. Pew! No hell below us. Put it down now, yo. Above us, only sky. John Lennon hit his girlfriend. I'll do other decades too. Don't you skirt, skirt, forget about me. Skirt, don't. I'll do the 90s too. Come skirt as you are, skirt as you were, skirt as I want you to be. Boom! Yeah, that shotgun was the greatest thing that ever happened to Dave Grohl. Anyway, you guys like Jesus? You know Jesus? You guys like Jesus? Probably got a lot of mad puss. It was pretty easy for him to pick up women because he's the only white guy in the Middle East. And he truly was the son of God. I mean, his dick was this big. It doesn't work in the video. It doesn't work in the video. So usually I'm used to people laughing at me, and I'm not getting that because no one I'm quarantined with thinks I'm funny. So I have to do my own improvised laugh track with finger symbols. I'll just say anything, literally anything, and it'll be funny with these. I'll see, look. Kobe Bryant is dead. I eat Taco Bell so much that I get sick when I eat normal food. I only want to do 2 of those. Do I have other jokes? You guys like Gordon Ramsay, right? There's no way I'm gonna know. But how come Gordon Ramsay doesn't watch WWE on Monday nights? Because it's Raw! How come Gordon Ramsay doesn't like the Egyptian god of the sun? Because it's Raw! Alright, and how come Gordon Ramsay doesn't like serving food to the rapper Old Dirty Bastard? Because he's dead. And he likes it raw! Alright, I'm gonna give it back to Brooke. You're dying to get away from me now. Thank you.
Yeah, awesome. Very, very fun. I like the symbols. Ding, 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 ding. If you are just tuning in, I am in Omaha, Nebraska. He was from Sioux Falls, South Dakota. We had another comic that was in the Northeast. I think I don't know exactly where, Baltimore or something. Maryland is where he is. And we have more. We have so many more. We have 25 more comics to go. So our next comedian, he's been working hard doing comedy in all these different arenas, just having a lot of fun and encouraging people all the time, and also being really good at roasting people. So welcome to your bedroom or your living room or your kitchen, Ben Webb.
Hey everybody. All right, microphone's working. I hope so. All right, we're good. Okay. All right. Everybody, I'm not sure about you, but, if I were on a grocery store shelf right now, I would pick me. 'Cause I'm a little ripe right now. Uh-huh. Oh, hey-oh. That's not stink, that's musk. Thank you very much, ladies. We'll talk later. Okay. I was thinking, there's not much to do with the reason why we're quarantined. We almost don't want, kind of like cancer, you don't want to say the C word, right? Let's not bring this fun time down with that BS, right? But I just have one question before I kind of move on to some of the jokes I want to try. I just have one question for our government officials. Do you want us to finish our census forms now? Or probably wait on that a little bit? I just want clarification on that. I received mine in the mail. Just want to know if you want it done now. That's mostly what we want to know. Because I can imagine one of the questions, is there any dependents in the household? The answer would be the same as a grocery store list that you get for them. Depends. Okay, it might be a thinker, might be dark. I'm in my house. I'm in isolation. We're connecting, trying for smiles and laughs. Have fun. But one of the things before we were quarantined at home, one of the things I noticed at work that really disturbed me It was one of the last weeks before the decisions were made, and I was working in my cubicle, as you do, and on the other side of the building, you hear, for no reason whatsoever, loud cheers and applause. Everybody just about has the same reaction. You almost feel like one of those prairie dogs out on the plains. You can't help it. Your head just kind of pops up. What is it? What is it? You're not even really sure if you're really that interested yet. You don't know the story, but you just do the prairie dog thing. You gotta know. Why is there cheering in the office? You feel almost like Tom Hanks in A League of Their Own. There's no happiness at work. What is the matter with you? Why are you doing this? And so you just have these escalating questions going through your head of, all right, what are they trying to bribe them with now? Is it a gas card? Is it recognition? Hey, is somebody leaving? Maybe it's a retirement thing. Wait a minute, maybe they did hire somebody. You have a moment of hope, and then it just cascades into hellish questions of, oh, I bet they're bribing them with something. They're distracting them from what they want to do, and I bet they're going to take it, those simpletons. Yeah, you pay us proper health care maybe next time, and we wouldn't have to settle for these little trinkets. And it just gets worse and worse, and eventually somebody comes over, oh, hey, Ben, we're having a birthday over there. Would you like some cake? Every single one of us has the same reaction. Oh, yeah, a cake, let's go. And you just immediately get up. Just to have that, it's disturbing, but it brings you out of it. So one last thing I wanted to try, kind of bring with you guys before it's my time, and we got some great comments to come, is just a question. Have you ever smelled somebody before you saw them? You know, that kind of smell that's more solid than gas, kind of hits the back of your throat and you have to swallow. Well, I had this other problem. This lady that I wanted to approach, she smelled wonderful. Oh my goodness, you guys. I was trying to work up the courage to ask her out, and my nostrils were filled with vanilla, citrus, and cinnamon, and I was out. She knocked me out. It's like she put on all of Bed and Bath and sent me to the beyond. It was ridiculous. I want to ask you out. Just a touch less, lady. That's my time, you guys. You guys have a great rest of your night, all right? Back to you, Brooke.
All right. I was just reading for my book about what does it mean to be white. It means like Malcolm Moore's awesome. Like I love Malcolm Moore. That was super great. Thank you, Ben. Thank you for sharing your silly and your joy. We are very, very excited. Our next comedian is kind of a big deal. You'll love him. Hopefully you're watching for him. Hopefully he shared this and all of his friends are watching. So welcome to your house, Ali Kareem.
Hey. What's up, guys? Yo. Okay. Seriously, if Charles Manson was still a thing, like if that shit was going on right now, Mad Wedlock would be one of the first people that signed up for him. All right? He just looked like he stabbed a bunch of people and he's streaming from their house. What are you doing? You killing all these people, man. Where you been, dude? You can't be a local comedian anymore. I don't even know where you live, dude. Don't flex on me. Oh man, there's so much going on, man. There's really so much going on. I don't even know how to talk to this, so I'm just gonna talk to you guys. I'm just gonna pretend that you guys are here. And my face looks fucking weird in this thing. But like, I think right now a lot of women like lower their standards, I guess. I don't know, man. I see all these dudes at work and they're flexing. They're ugly and they're like, man, this chick, I hooked up with 4 girls today. All right, 4. I'm like, bitch, you look like Shrek if he was 5 feet tall. All right? This dude can set a beer on his stomach. All right? Fucking crazy, man. Coronavirus. I'm tired of the coronavirus. I'm tired of hearing about the coronavirus because I just don't want to believe it. I really just don't want to believe it. And the reason why is because I survived all this shit in Iraq just to come here and fucking die of a coronavirus. Like, that would be fucked up. That would be really fucked up. So I'm kind of scared right now because the coronavirus, I ate some pork, you guys. I really did on accident. I found some fucking bacon in my pasta chicken salad. And now I'm going to go to hell. I fucked it up. And if I die, tell my mom I love her. Show her this video. All right, don't say anything about drugs because I don't do them. Drugs are bad. All right? Oh, man. You guys want to hear some jokes? You guys want to hear some jokes? Dude, I went to this girl's house, bro, and she fucking boiled out a steak. All right? She had a fucking python. And she's like, do you want to feed the snake? Do you want to feed the snake? Like, man, fuck no. I don't want to feed the snake, lady. I don't want to feed the snake. What's wrong with white people fucking feeding snakes? Feed yourself. That's food for later. COVID-20, all right? I don't even know. Your hair is on point. Oh, thank you. Who is all these people? I'm in Maryland, Ali. Why are you in Maryland? Marilyn Manson? Oh my God. Anyways, what I was trying to say, man, this is rough times, and I'm really glad that, like, shout out to the back line for really making this possible. I didn't even know that you can fucking stream this, and I have my other phone over here just to see the comment from people. COVID-20, that was epic. Was it? But yeah, man, I just want to say, like, I grew up in Iraq. I'm from Baghdad. BTEL? You? Nobody here from Baghdad? All you guys are locals? But no, man. You know, living in Baghdad, living through the war was really difficult. But at the same time, even the war was happening, we all came together. You know, not like came, but like we all came together and like really helped each other. So what I'm trying to say, take whatever you can do. It's like the worst thing that you can do is panic. All right, don't fucking panic because I'm not panicking. Don't fucking panic. But seriously, like, don't panic. In the time of panic, just take your time and think. And just really, if you're a comedian and this is just take the time, write some jokes, and really save it up for the stage, man. Whoever is watching this, like, take my advice, man. Just fucking drink. This is my first beer, by the way. I'm not drunk yet. Drink some booze. You know, you still have electricity. You know, I grew up my whole childhood. We didn't have electricity. You know how hard it is to fucking take a hot shower in the fucking winter? You have to sit in a big ass bucket while the water is boiling under you. And like, I remember the U.S. soldiers like raided our house, and they were like, "Hey, stop cooking that fucking baby!" And my mom was like, "No, I'm just giving him a shower. It's like, get the fucking baby out of the bucket." All right, guys. That was my time. Back to the host. Thank you guys for watching this. Please support everyone. All right. Thank you.
Thank you, Ali. Yes, everybody, clap your hands for Ali Kareem. He does shows all the time. So when this is over, you'll have to definitely see him live. He's so fucking fun. I mean, he's so fun to see live, you guys. You can donate to the Backline on Venmo or PayPal. They're at Backline, and if you hashtag open mic, then that goes our way. You know what I'm saying? So yeah, just send in some money if you think that we're funny. Hey. And also, if you're from Omaha, there's a restaurant called Fu Asian Grill on 24th in Chicago. It's open until 10 for delivery from Uber Eats or DoorDash. That's just a small plug from our promoters. Thank you so much. All right, so we are going to keep going. We have more comedians. This next one is a personal favorite of mine, as have all of them been so far and probably will continue to be throughout the night. But my goodness, he came and then he went, and now he's He's in my room, you guys. So put your hands together. Welcome to your house, Streeter Kelly.
Wow, Brooke. Oh, I haven't seen you in a while. Wow, I'm on the show, live show. Can you hear me? Yeah, you can hear me. I'm like out in the middle of the woods here. We're quarantined. I'm here with some people. We're quarantining. We're hundreds of miles away from civilization. Oh boy. It's a good thing I'm not at a real mic right now because I'm known as what they call a super spreader. So I don't want to get everybody out there infected. We're going to stick around here in the cabin for, I don't know, a few more months. Making sure you guys don't get it out there in the real world. But we're taking care of my goose here.
Loon.
That's a loon. My pet loon. Taking care of him. We got a nice warm fire here. Anyway, you guys, you wanted some comedy though, right? They all came here. They came into the room. I was all here alone in the room, and then they heard I was about to go live here. So, but anyway, I was on the way up here, and they have all these, roadblocks. Everything's locked down, right? All the police roadblocks, and a blind person. I'm a nice guy. I saw a blind person trying to cross the road. So I was like, and oh, hey, more people. And okay, where'd Cal go? Anyway, wait, so you missed it? Yeah. So I was on the way up here, and the person trying to cross the roads. So I was like, and then he waved me with his stick. He was like, "No, you go." And I didn't want to play that game. You're like, "No, you go, you go." So there's a report out for a hit and run. Hopefully he didn't catch my license plate. I just wonder how that 911 call went. Like, did you get a description of the vehicle? And I'm like, it felt like a Mazda, and it tasted blue. So I told you guys that I was gay, right?
Mm-hmm.
Everybody there knows that I'm gay. Brooke. Anyway, yeah, I'm like one of those "are you sure" gays. Yeah, I'm sure. I know it's hard to tell because of my flaming masculinity. Not even gay guys can tell that I'm gay until I start clapping their ass cheeks together. Hey, it's Ellie. What's up? Anyway.
It's Ali.
Yeah, I see you. You got that long hair now. I swear, everybody's going to need haircuts when this coronavirus is over, right? Yeah, so I have a boyfriend now. We have a lot in common, I feel like. Like we're both happen to be like entertainers, like comedy, and he's a singer, and we're both living at home now, and we're gay, so we have that in common. I'm so glad I don't have to fuck girls anymore. I was so worried about getting a girl pregnant. Gay guys, we don't have to pull out, right? We're not gonna have butt babies. Anyway, hey, is that my time? No. Then we only get
Talk more
5
about butt
minutes.
babies.
Butt babies. Oh, I have 20 seconds. Anyway, we had a no flush rule here one day. We had some septic issues. But what was I going to talk about?
Shit.
Yeah, shit.
We were in a
Do you guys
shitty
ever
situation.
in a shitty situation? I was going to tell my joke about the toilets, but yeah, that's my time now, right? That's my time. Yeah. All right. Well, thanks, Brooke. It's good to see you. Hey, see you,
Oh my
everybody.
God, that was amazing. I missed Drew so much. He did tell a joke or two, and I also got to see who he was hanging out with to know that he's not alone and he's got a boyfriend, and that's so wonderful. I'm not going to talk about that because I want this to stay upbeat and happy.
It's as high as it goes. Good to see you, Brooke. Bye.
Bye. Oh, this is amazing. This is so cool that we can connect. I did notice that there were less viewers than before, so we need to make sure that people are staying on. Tell your jokes. Have fun. Be silly. Our next comedian, she is amazing. She is so close to my heart. I met her, it's so neat how you meet people, but I met her actually at the backline. We started taking improv classes. So if it wasn't for the backline, I wouldn't know any of these people. This is really, really cool. Hashtag open mic. Download or donate to Backline Comedy. Please welcome to your home our next comedian, Trish Sullivan.
Hey, Brooke, thank you so much for doing this. And I figured out why you love me so much. My birthday is June 9th. So my birthday is 6/9. That's it. That's why you love me. So I'm going to start with my coronavirus joke because I think it's a rule. This is my second open mic tonight, and everybody's telling them so. So I live in Illinois. I'm in Chicago, and we have a shelter-in-place order. The whole state is on lockdown. Get in your house, stay in your house. So the crime rate has gone down really, really low. Nobody wants to go get close enough to anybody on the street, and nobody is going to break into anybody's house because everybody's home, so we'll catch you. So, but I have this theory that in about 6 months, we're going to see a slew of indictments of complicated white-collar financial crimes. Because when you lock up rich white guys in their house and they can't do anything, they're going to get their asses in trouble. You just, when that happens, you just remember, you heard it here first. You heard it from Trish. So I'm really glad that when I was young and dating, that it was before the culture we live in now. No apps, no dating sites. It was simple. We met people the way God intended. Drunk at a bar, drunk at a party, drunk on a bus stop, drunk at work. I think you get the general idea. And we didn't have to scroll through shit and swipe things and look at pictures of people who don't really look like what they say they do, who think they're funny, or think they're hot, or think, worst of all, think they're smart. But you know what the best part for people my age is, for women my age in particular, is? Nobody ever sent us dick pics. It's not that the technology didn't exist. It did exist. It was just a little bit more complicated and a lot more expensive. So there was this thing called a Polaroid camera, and they could get it, and they could, get that camera and, line it up and take a shot. But it was, it was $1 a picture. The film was really expensive, so $1 a picture would be like $20 a picture now. And I think that if men had to pay $20, they wouldn't be sending out so many dick pics. So I'm going to be going short tonight, probably. So the coronavirus has ruined one of my favorite jokes. I tell this I have this joke that I've been doing for a while that I love. It's about getting older and how getting old doesn't have to be a slow, silent march towards death. Right now, it's actually kind of more like downhill skiing on ice, but it can be exciting like gambling for people my age. Like, say I get a pain in my chest, I think, am I having a heart attack? Or is this the 4 push-ups I did yesterday? But, so then I don't call 911. I just gamble. I don't call 911, and every time I don't call 911, I save $350 on my emergency room copay. And in the last year, I saved about $4,000. Now, this is where my joke gets ruined, because I used to say, and I'm going on a cruise. And then I started saying, I'm going to Italy. For real, I said I was going to Italy. Now, what am I going to say? I'm investing in Zoom or hand sanitizer? I don't get it. So, fuck the coronavirus. Brooke, it's wonderful to see you. I love you. I love you all. Matt, it was great to see you too. Ali, love your hair. Bye. You there? You ready?
There it is. See, what I was trying to do is I have these manufactured laughs, and they're like, oh, clap, 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 and I was going to play that, but then, like, I think it was Shawn Mendes, I think just Shawn Mendes came, he just started singing anyways. White girl problems, I tell you what, my goodness. Our next comedian, he does a podcast called Bread, and actually, give it up for Trish, everybody. That was funny. That was legit funny. She is great, and I'm so glad that I got to meet her, and I will never forget her birthday, ever. That is so, so, so cool. I love you. She's in Chicago right now, so send her all the love that you can. I love you so much. Okay, our next comedian, he's so funny. I got to impersonate him and do his jokes, and it was so funny. It was so funny. He's a character, you guys. He's very, very fun. Welcome to your house, Caleb Salvatore.
Am I working? Can you hear me? Or no? You can hear me? Okay, cool. Okay, I got it. Yeah, welcome to my house. I know a lot of you that know me probably aren't shocked that I have a Pulp Fiction poster in my living room. I don't know. We're in quarantine. I'm totally in my element, though, because I'm not going to hear anybody laugh. And I get to sit down, so it's like no fucking difference to me. It's hard to stay positive for a lot of people in this quarantine shit. It's been really hard for me to stay positive because, like, they told us to buy 2 weeks worth of food, and on, like, the first day I ate all my snacks. So, like, now I have health shit to eat, and that's it. It's not all bad, though. I'm a very optimistic person. First thing I thought was, wow, it's a plague that mainly affects the elderly. I finally have an excuse to ban boomers from my show and not get fucking sued. I really didn't prepare anything tonight. I'm just trying to hold the phone right so it doesn't look like my epileptic girlfriend is filming me. I was going to do my epilepsy joke, but this flashlight doesn't work the way I need it to pull that off. So I don't really know. I guess I'll show you guys some stuff in my house. That's something new. Right over here, this is our studio room where we do our podcast that she told you about. I actually have this in the backdrop. Fun fact, I had a girl that thought we were dating, but we weren't. Years ago, tried to stab me in the head with this wine key, so I kept it. I thought that was a pretty cool artifact. I just really wanted to show that off. We'll try and tell some jokes here. Some new shit, some old shit, who really knows? Let's see here. My girl asked if I wanted to go tanning yesterday. It's like, I don't want to go tanning. Number one, I'm Italian, you're Mexican. We turn brown when we walk in front of a fucking salt lamp. And, like, number two, like, I just got over a melanoma scare, so no, I don't want to go tanning with you. If you don't know what melanoma is and you're Caucasianly challenged, don't worry about it. It's only a white person problem. The rest of you, like, it's just a form of skin cancer, so just be careful around how much time you spend in the sun. Now, I've always taken solace as a hypochondriac in the fact that if I ever do get cancer, I'll at least be able to milk it for some sympathy. Yeah, that was till I called Make-A-Wish to see if they let me play catch with Tom Brady. They found out how old I was and told me to go fuck myself. I was talking to my girl the other day. She said she had a blind ex-boyfriend. So you had a blind ex-boyfriend. Well, what was that like? She looks me dead in the fucking eyes and goes, yeah, well, it's about as good at finding the clit as you were. So, yeah, this is just like normal. I can't hear anybody laughing at me. One of my friends from high school, met up with her last weekend, got to talking. About 5 minutes into it, she told me she had a premium Snapchat account. If you don't know what a premium Snapchat account is, that means she sells nudes for money. About 5 more minutes into talking to her, I figured out that the only difference between what she's doing and where I'm at in comedy is she won't suck a stranger's dick to advance her career. That's usually where people laugh. I hate those Amber Alert messages you get on your phone. It's like they expect you to up and spring into action and beat the fuck out of the first person you see driving a black Civic. It's like I got one when I was watching porn the other day. Super hard nut to push through, you guys. Anybody else grow up with younger siblings? I mean, I don't know, but yeah, this is where I ask everybody, don't we get fucked? That raises their hands, and they all nod in agreement. And I give you guys a couple examples. Like number one, my brother got an iPhone the day he turned 14. I didn't have one until I graduated high school. I had to buy my own car when I graduated high school. He got one when he turned 16. Let's see what else. So he got to grow up with our mom being sober. Yeah, my mom was an alcoholic. It's a fucked up situation, but she's sober now. I love you, Mom. I'm gonna go down that road. I'm not gonna make fun of my mom's alcoholism tonight. We're in my home. She's been in here before. We'll keep that away. As you guys know, or how much time do I have, Brooke? Will you flash the camera? Oh, I can't see anybody. Cool. Okay, I'll tell this joke and then I'll leave. 2015 was a super tough year for me for 3 reasons. The first reason was we found out that Bill Cosby was a rapist. The second reason was we found out that Hulk Hogan was a racist. And the third reason was we found out that Jared from Subway was a pedophile. So needless to say, I had 3 tattoos I needed to cover up. Read them out, y'all.
Yay! Woo! there was a lot of laughter. It was just like spread out over like multiple continents on different time zones and stuff like that. I'm sure that there's at least 700 viewers at this point. This is going great. I kind of decided to Caleb it up for a second just so you can kind of see like how spot on I can do a Caleb impersonation. So yeah, that was really, really fun. Check out his podcast, Bread and Circuses. Woo! All right, our next comedian. She is amazing. She is bold. She has like a story and a push and a drive and a fire. And I love it so much. She gets to share some of her love and her joy and her just like silly take on some of the really amazing things that she does. So, welcome to your home, Burial Pearson.
Thanks, Brooke. Hi, everybody. I just want to give my brother Ali. I haven't met him before, but dude, I just want to let you know that bacon was my gateway pork because I was pregnant and the Iowa family, they wouldn't stop serving pork and pineapple with everything. I was pregnant. I was like, well, I have a non-Muslim in my belly. I got to feed it, and that smells good. So I had me some bacon, and I was like, this is good. If bacon's good, then I bet ham is pretty good. Tried the ham, that was good. And then I was like, what is this pork butt? Found out it was a shoulder. Ate that was good. So, yeah, my children and really helped me with that. So bacon was my gateway pork. I will see you in Muslim hell, Ali. Don't worry about it. Have a good time. So there's that. My name is Ferial. And I just want to get like the honesty out of the way because I believe in being transparent. So I grew up in Nairobi, Kenya. Back home, people would talk about your tribe. They would talk about your caste, like all that kind of stuff. And then I came to America and all of these people were like, I don't see race. I don't see color. I see you as one of us. So for those of you, I just want to let you know that I'm brown. Okay, so just so you know, I'm brown, and I'm married to a white man. So just so you know, there's the white man, and this is approved by him that I get to call him a white man. People get mad, you know, when I talk about race. Oh, he made a sign for y'all. Yeah, so there we go. So it's weird because, you know, growing up in Kenya, like, we were still obsessed with color, skin color, and my aunties were always like, don't go outside, nobody will marry you, you'll get too dark. And so being a little queer baby myself, I immediately went outside all the time. It got nice and dark, and then the white man married me anyway when I came to America. But then I came to America, and I watched all these people going tanning, and I was like, the aunties lied, because all these people were tanning, and they were getting married. But I'm lucky because I tanned in the womb. But so I found out that in America, people don't like to talk about race. They tend to go a little quiet when they're talking about race. They're like, and I have a friend, and he's black. And I was like, why are we whispering black? And they're like, because you don't want to be racist. And when my son was in the 4th grade, he came home one day and he's like, Mom, you can't say black because my friends say it's racist. I was like, well, what am I supposed to say? And he's like, African American. And I was like, dude, so this stool over here is African American? He goes, yeah. So now in our house, so we don't get offensive and racist, we have different names for things of different colors. So, you know, a plant is Alien American, and your window is Ghost American, and, you know, your snow is Snow American, you know. So that's kind of what we do. But like I said, I am married to a white man, and he came to school one day. I was teaching. I'm a high school teacher. And he came to school, and he was, you know, he brought a video I'd forgotten at home, and he's standing in the back of the room, and the kids are like, is that a security guard, miss? What's going on? And most of my students were not white. And they're just looking at him, is he a security guard? I was like, no, that's my boo. That's my husband. And they were like, what? You married a white guy? I was like, yeah. And they're like, miss, not only is he white, he's like glow in the dark white. I was like, I know. And they're like, nah, listen, you need to tell him, does he mow the lawn with his shirt off? I was like, sometimes. And they were like, listen, please tell him, don't mow the lawn with his shirt off because you're going to blind all the drivers that are coming down the road. Please promise us. I was like, cool, we will do that. And so I did, and he does the world a favor and keeps his shirt on when he mows the lawn. So that's good. But I also have noticed that Americans talk about skin color in terms of food, as though that makes it okay. And some of it is really confusing, especially when they talk about black and brown people's skin color. They're like, oh, it's like chocolate, or it's like mocha, caramel. It's very food related. But I'm like, listen, we don't talk about white people's skin color that way. And so I was thinking about my white man, and I was thinking about what his skin color is like. And I was like, so, you know, when he goes outside for a while, he looks like a freshly boiled lobster. Or, you know, when he's scared, he looks like vanilla pudding that's been in the fridge for a while, you know. Or like, usually it looks like freshly sliced deli turkey, you know, like a little moist, a little pink, and it's just lovely. So I just, you know, I don't understand like this other thing where I've been trying to like match my makeup to my face. And so someone was like, well, you have a season, like you're a spring or a fall, but you have to watch out for olive tones. Y'all, have you seen an olive? Olives are like green, or they're like dark purple. Who has olive skin tones? I don't understand that. So please listen, if you're going to describe people's skin tones, try to make it realistic. But race in America is very, very interesting. My children don't know what they are. My son, like I said, I'm from Africa, so I'm African. My husband's a white man from America. My little boy, who looks like a little white guy, was running around school telling people, I'm an African American. I was like, you can get your ass beat. You can't be telling people, you white boy looking kid, that you're an African American. When I had my citizenship interview, the interviewer, who was Buddy the Elf, he was like, so it says here you're from Kenya, but, and he went like this in my face. And I was like, okay, I don't have an extra $1,000 to like do this again. And I was like, sir, are you trying to say I'm not dark enough to be from Africa? And he goes, yeah, I just didn't know how to say it. And I was like, sir, this is not the way. And he was like, okay. And so just so you know, folks like me, we exist all over the world. And if you want to talk about our skin color, you know, just go ahead and say it out loud. You don't have to whisper it. But with that, my time is up, and I would like to thank you all for coming into my home. Brooke, I'm throwing it back at you, friend.
Yay! Thank you. Thank you, thank you, thank you. I was going to change my shirt, but I was only able to change my pants. Yay, internet. If you are just tuning in, this is an open mic. And, like, you could still join if you wanted to. Some of the comedians haven't really, we don't know who's next. I do. I know who's next. All right, we're having a lot of fun. This is going well. Keep it going. We've got another comedian. He's so funny. I knew it the moment I saw him, and he's just blossoming and blossoming and blossoming. That's weird, but I'm going to not say anything else besides welcome to your house, Derek Pavelka.
I didn't even realize I was up now. Oh gosh, okay, this is perfect. This is amazing. Well, everybody, let me tell you something. I realized recently I am terrible at dirty talking. I am god-awful at it, actually. I recently realized that, like, I've known girls, and they've come up to me, and they've engaged in the art of dirty talking, and it's, like, poetic. It is astonishing how good they are at it. But when I try to do it, I'm like, hey, girl, I want to make you queef. I don't know. I get really messed up with it. But I had my biggest fault with it recently, this past weekend. This girl, a friend of mine, I guess you could call her, she was talking to me. Out of nowhere, she goes, Derek, having some really unholy thoughts right now. And I interpreted that as something sexual, like, let's turn the heat up. So I said something stupid, like, hey girl, show me your butthole. I don't know, something stupid of that nature. And when I said that, I totally forgot that this girl suffered from depression. And so by unholy thoughts, what she meant was, hey, I'm like kind of suicidal. I was like, oh shit, this is no bueno. And then I was like, hey, don't hang yourself. You can choke on this dick. That's terrible. That's awful. I'm so sorry. That's so gruesome. This is going out to the world. I apologize. Let me tell you something. I don't believe in stereotypes. I'm not a person who stereotypes other people. I think it's rude to take preconceived notions and put them on people you don't necessarily know. That being said, I do believe in one stereotype, and that is people with face tattoos don't pull out. I firmly believe in that. I genuinely believe in that. I just think, if you're comfortable putting ink on your face permanently, I don't think you're too concerned about your future after that. You can deal with consequences of life. Yes, no laws when you're drinking claws. I don't understand how people don't pull out. I really don't. Because if I shake a girl's hand, I get anxiety. I automatically get anxiety. I'm like, oh, I need to buy this girl Plan B. I would kill whatever I just gave her. I blame Hollywood. I really do. I blame Hollywood. I think, because there's no sex scene in a Hollywood movie where they're pulling out. Every sex scene the same. It's like this. It's like, and the guy just finishes inside the girl and nobody talks about it. I want to see the scene after that. I want to see the realistic version where the dude's like, and then the girl's like, wait, did you just finish inside me? And the guy's like, wait, you're not on birth control? I want to see that. That's the unrealistic standard we are not talking about in Hollywood. How much time do I have left, Brooke? What am I at? Should we say 1 minute? I'll tell this last joke. Oh, shoot. Oh, okay, I'm just going to tell this one last. I'm in my parents' house right now, so this is a nice little story about my parents. when I was younger, my parents liked to take us on vacation a lot. They like to take us to different places, and we'd always do the really touristy things. So when we went to Chicago, we saw the Bean. When we went to Colorado, we saw the Rocky Mountains, and when we went to Mexico, we saw a murder scene. It was amazing. It truly was astonishing. It was the first time we had gone to Cancun. I was like 11 years old. It was so exciting. My sister and I had planned out what we were going to do for each day. And we got down there. We found out that the week before we arrived at the same resort, the producer for the TV show Survivor had killed his wife at the same resort. He just blocked her. She was dead. And so we get down there. We get ready to plan out our days. And instead, my mom finds somebody on a golf cart, hands him $5 and says, Jorge, take us to the murder room. So he takes us to the fucking place where this lady was murdered. And we get there, and my sister and I, we're like 11 and 8 at the time. We're sitting there like, what is going on? My mom was like, get in there, kids. We're taking a picture. And so she took a picture. And now in our house, there is a picture of my sister crying and me holding her, comforting her with the murder scene in the background. So I'll end with that. My name is Derek Pavelka. Thank you all so much. I really appreciate it. Let's throw it back to Brooke. Thank you.
Thank you, Derek. That was really cool getting to talk and hear from you. And like while you were talking, I got to take care of a lot of business. Hello, everyone. Welcome to this open mic. You can donate #open mic on Venmo or PayPal. Backline at Backline. We've got more comedians. You excited? I know. This has been really fun. And if you've been here since the beginning, good for you. Like, let me know. Say something in the comments. And you know what? I haven't even looked at the comments, so I need to get up in there. I'm going to get up in those comments, guys. Okay, so we have another comedian. I don't see his face yet, but hopefully that will happen. He has here he is. There he is, you guys. Oh, that's so fun. Oh my gosh. All right, so get excited if you are already. Put your hands together if you want. You could do like a holler or a shout. It's like just good to get it out sometimes. Make your neighbors wonder what's going on. But give a little shout for Mr. Z.
Yay. Awesome. Thank you. Yeah, you know me. I'm Mr. Z, making up rhymes about comedy. I got jokes and stories and funny stuff, making you laugh. It can be rough, but it's chill. I got my open mic crew. Sit back, relax, and enjoy a laugh or two. Welcome to Quarantine Comedy, ladies and gentlemen. I'm Mr. Z. I am big time into conspiracy theories. I am, ladies and gentlemen, check on your conspiracy theories, friends. They are not okay, okay? Think about it. Think about those conspiracies that have come true in our lifetime at this point, right? Like you've got Area 51. You've got government surveillance. You've got UFOs. Those are all true things. Those are all real things. And now conspiracy theorists have had to step up their game, right? So now they want us to think that the earth is flat or that the moon is hollow or that birds aren't real. Dude, can you imagine if we find out birds aren't real in our lifetime and it's just been the government shitting on our cars this whole time? Man, what a crock of shit that would be. I've been thinking a lot about our veterans. Things are getting pretty serious around here, so I've been thinking about our vets. I am not one, unless you count my time during the Great Meme War of 2016, in which case I was a lieutenant in the Great Meme War in charge of meme distribution. That's right. I posted and I shared memes. Which made sense. I mean, that's all I did. It made sense because before most of you were born, I was sharing memes. Of course, I had to cut them out of a newspaper and post them on the refrigerator, but it's pretty much the same concept, right? Memes, they take up a big part of my day. They really do. I spend so much time like making memes and sharing memes. I create them for my Facebook page at Mr. Z Comedy. You should like and share my comedy page. There's a meme a day that goes up there. It's called the 420 Funny. You should check it out. But I take it pretty seriously. I want to go down in meme history as one of the great meme lords. I want to be one of the great meme lords of our time. Like I want to go down in history of memes. I'm so serious about this that I went to my attorney's office and I had my will changed. So now I'm at a point where if I die, I'm to be memated. Or maybe even memified. I don't know. As long as I'm memorialized. You know what I mean? Yeah, I don't know. So this whole coronavirus thing has really got us into all kinds of doomsday prepper situations. You know, we're really finding out the different types of doomsday preppers that there are, right? Like you've got the reactive preppers, the sheeple preppers. Those are the ones that went out and bought everything. They're hoarding everything. Coincidentally, they're the same idiots that stopped buying Corona beer. And then we've got the regular accidental preppers, those people that have kind of panicked a little bit and then went to their cupboards and realized, hey, I got a couple weeks of food and water, I'm okay. But then you've got the doomsday preppers, the guys that this is the time they've been waiting for. Like this is their moment to shine, right? These are the guys that have the food rations set aside. They're the ones that have got the bug out plan. Man, they've got it all figured out. And you know what? They're already living off the grid for the most part. They're already living in quarantine. They stay away from most people as it is. So I kind of feel like being a dad has really prepared me for doomsday. Like I'm a true doomsday prepper. Like for the longest time, I haven't been able to leave the house without my food rations. Like I can't leave without my snacks and my sippy cup, right? I've got a bug out plan. Yeah. Now I'm not saying I have a plan to leave my wife and kids behind, but let's just say maybe in another universe somewhere else, there's another Mr. Z doing a stand-up comedy in front of a sold-out crowd in Las Vegas, maybe. Who knows, right? Could be a thing. I already spend a lot of time living off the grid. I really do. I spend a bunch of time down in my man cave. I have everything I need down here. I've got the beer fridge. I've got the bathroom. Like I thought I was covered, right? Thought I had everything under control. And here we are, week two, day two of quarantine, and I go to my beer fridge and it's empty. And I go and I check out my bathroom and I'm fucking out of toilet paper. So what kind of prepper am I? I guess I'm an idiot too, right? So those are all the jokes I wanted to throw at you folks tonight, man. I really appreciate the backline for putting this on. Make sure you donate to keep the club open. Those guys still got rent to pay. They got lights to keep on. We want that club to be available to us when we come back. So, you folks, if you got $2, $3, $5, throw it out there. Every little bit helps. Really appreciate it. Backline. The backdrop was for you in memoriam. I miss you guys, and we'll see you when we come out much better and brighter on the other side. Take care. Peace.
Yay, Mr. Z, you're the king of comedy, and you're doing it good. That was so funny. I loved it. If you weren't from Omaha and you haven't been to the backline, that's exactly what it is. It's like a black wall with a red stripe. And I knew that, and obviously the next comedian knew that, but all y'all might not have known that. So thank you for so many different fun people. Our next comedian, without him, we're gonna keep this funny, but without him, we wouldn't be doing this. For sure. He made the backline. That's his thing, and he's been doing the tech this whole night. He's been making this possible. So put your hands together, give a little holler for Dylan Rohde.
Hey, how's everyone doing? So I'm doing pretty well. I'm not scared or anything. I'm living in my shower at the moment. The safest place to be. And I didn't have tin foil, but I had just enough aluminum foil to put on the front of my hat, which should stop all of the 5Gs from hitting my face. I think it'll just kind of stop all those 5G waves, which is all what's going out there. Beyond that, I've been watching a lot of movies. I think I've been watching Creepshow 2. If anyone's ever seen that, it's what's called a B-horror movie. My favorite B-horror movie is My Girl. It's that one where the little boy gets killed by all those bees. At the end of the movie, the white girl lives. It's kind of like a stereotypical horror movie. I've seen it. Like I said, I haven't really gotten out. I looked at the weather. The forecast calls for me being high in my mid-30s for the next couple weeks. So, should be good there. Got some weed called some bubble gum. It doesn't taste like bubble gum, but I guess it sticks to your hair drug test samples. So that's pretty good. trying to diet. Being here at the house, they're like, yes, eating small meals in increments is actually pretty nice. So I got some Weight Watchers food, which are kind of small meals, and I've just been eating the pizzas. And you can have about 10 in one day. I think I've been losing weight. All muscle, probably, all muscle. When I get out, I'm really excited to get a new tattoo. I've really been wanting one for a while, and I was going to get one right before. And, people used to get, they'd get like these faces on their shoulders. And now that everyone's getting face tattoos, I'm thinking about getting someone's shoulder on my face. Like not just anyone's shoulder. I want it to be someone that like means a lot to me. Like it'd be nice if someone already had a shoulder tattoo of my face, and then I would get their shoulder, my face on my face. Which probably what I'd prefer. I saw some boner pills sitting out the other day at my grandpa's, so I took them. I stole his boner pills. So I guess I'm a hardened criminal. I had to tell that one. I've been trying to get a little bit smarter with my jokes. I read a few articles. So I read the A. Okay, done with that. I've been pulling on this new prank since we can't go anywhere. So like, I really only place I go is Target right now. And I love to walk up to like the person who's dressed the fanciest, whoever looks the nicest. And I go, excuse me, where do you keep the towels at? And then they get real frustrated. It's pretty good. Try it. If anyone's been wondering with like what's happening here with the virus and all that stuff, the show Walking Dead used to really scare me, and a way that I could kind of focus and watch that show without personally getting sick, I'd find these little cheats, and when you die, you crap your pants. So when I watch The Walking Dead, I just imagine all these zombies with a full load in their butts and just sloshing around as they come after you. It takes a lot of that fear out. That's what I've been doing. Anybody have any ironic nicknames? I love the Tiny, like when a big dude is named Tiny. I always find that funny. I giggle inside. I also giggle when like women call me a loser, ironically, of course. I don't know if anyone is a fan of hip hop like I am. I'm a big fan of Eminem. At least I used to be. It's a little switched now, but I always wonder. Like I also grew up poor, and I didn't know if like how much that affected him in hip hop. And I like to think of like what if he had money. So I wrote some Eminem lyrics as if he had grown up in like a wealthy household. So, look, if you had a number of shots or like plenty of opportunities to seize practically anything at any moment, would you capture it now or maybe later? Look, palms are sweaty, knees weak, arms are heavy. There's vomit on his sweater already. Mom's lobster bisque. Because I just imagine all wealthy people eat lobster bisque. That is all I have. Thank you very much for listening to me in my shower. I'm going to hand it back to Brooke right now. So please put your hands together for Brooke.
Wow, Dylan, that was really, really good. I am in stitches. I am literally like in stitches. Wow. If you are just joining in, this is an open mic. And so we're doing some fun, fresh material. Hell yeah, it's been rad. We've had comedians from New York and from Nebraska and Omaha. And we've had ones that just had back cancer surgery. So it's been a lot of fun. It's been really, really cool. We have more. You excited? Are you having fun? I am so glad. Because this is turning out to be like top-notch fun. Our next comedian, he is fantastic, so funny. You're gonna love him. Just put your hands together, give a holler for Xavier Jones.
Yo. Y'all hear me? Everybody good? Yeah? Alright, First of all, I want to apologize. You know what I'm saying? I ain't really had time to write jokes tonight. I was just on the phone with one of the homies. And, you know, he one of those people that just don't hang up the phone and shit. You know what I'm saying? We was on the phone for like an hour and a half. And bro was like every time I tell him I'm about to hang up, bro, just bring up some wild shit. He's like, hey, before you go, bro, how your dog doing? I heard he had cancer and shit. I got a dog. You know what I'm saying? Shit like that. I just like, yeah, he one of them people. But, yeah, everybody good, though? Everybody straight? Y'all healthy? You know what I'm saying? I'm all right. I'm healthy. I know nobody cared. You know what I'm saying? I found out nobody cared last week. You know, this whole virus shit. People really only care about themselves. Like, I called in sick the other day, last week, and I was like, I told one of the homies, and he hit me up like on some shit like, I had told him I shared the heroin needle with Charlie Sheen or some shit. You know what I'm saying? Bro was like, hey, dog, let me know when your test results come back. You dig? You know what I'm saying? So I was going to tell him I just had a cold, but I lied to him. I was like, nigga, I got corona, I got syphilis, I got all that shit. You know what I'm saying? You probably got it too. But, yeah, I'm saying chilling. I don't know, really, with this corona shit, though, I think it might just be some natural selection going on. Like, everybody worried about it. But honestly, bro, I feel like if you just started washing your hands last week, my nigga, we don't need you here, bro. You know what I'm saying? But, it's not all white people's fault, but the only people I've been seeing licking toilets is white people. I'm just saying, like, we don't need, if you licking toilets and shit, bro, and not washing your hands, we don't need you around here, dog. But yeah, I've just been hella bored. I feel like I'm in solitary confinement. Both my roommates gone. I'm in here playing dominoes by myself and shit. I'm telling you, bro, I think I'm losing my mind, nigga. The refrigerator started talking to me the other day. You know what I'm saying? Cuz was like, for real, I'm losing it. I ain't talking to nobody in about a week. Refrigerator's like, hey, nigga, this milk finna expire in like 5 days, bro. God. Like I said, I got roommates, but they with their girlfriends right now. So, I got a girlfriend too, but it's some long distance shit. So, I've been watching a lot of porn this week. I'm not gonna lie. It's been a whole lot of porn. I like porn though, because porn is like the only sport where the amateurs are just as good as the professionals, if not better. Like you watch the professional porn videos, you know what I'm saying? You see those girls, and I'm like, yo, I know this girl Stacy from high school. She way better than that. She like LeBron and shit. But yeah, I just got into a relationship. You know, I like it. I like being monogamous because when you're in a monogamous relationship, you have like less shit to worry about. You don't really have to worry about, like catching STDs or anything. You got like different worries. You know what I'm saying? Get nobody pregnant. She's on birth control. So like I remember one time, we were about to do it or whatever. And I was like, damn, hold up. Before we start, let me go put my do-rag on. You know what I'm saying? But yeah, this is weird. I wish I had an audience here, but I had a great time. I appreciate y'all inviting me. I'm finna finish this game of dominoes real quick. I'm gonna holler at y'all later.
Yay! You had an audience, for real, dude. Like, we have almost 50 right now on the Twitch. Like, everybody's on there, like, from wherever. So, like, 50 people, which is a full house at the back line watching on Twitch. People are watching on Facebook. We'll be getting it up on YouTube. So, like, I could honestly watch you play dominoes and hear you talk about whatever you're talking about for kind of a while. I think that would be okay. Thank you. Thank you, Xavier.
Thanks for inviting me.
You guys, he's on Instagram. Look him up. Follow him. He is hilarious. He's amazing. Like, we've got more. We've got more comedians to go. Thank you, everyone. All right, our next comedian, I have gotten to battle rap her, and it's been super, super fun. And, like, we just throw down, and there's, like, gerbils, and there's Eskimos. I don't know. It gets really, really fun. She's wacky. She's silly. She's so much fun. Welcome to your home, Annalise Wright.
Hey. Okay. I think think I'm on now. I'm struggling with this talk thing. So, my name is Annalisa Wright, and, you know, I was actually supposed to be named Jesus because my parents are Mary and Joseph. So, I was named wrong. Sorry, guys. Anyway, I'm a single mom, which means a coffee shortage would make me run in slow motion. It also means I wear mascara so I don't look dead from being freaking dead tired. As a single mom, I've developed a superpower. It's picking up men. I lift up my kids so freaking much that a dude is like nothing. But, you know, actual dating's been bad. I tried to get on Tinder. When I did, my 3-year-old in the other room just like freaking pooped on the floor. Total fail. So, you know, I tried to like sneak a dude into my house to make out with him. My kids are around. Probably a terrible idea. When I was about to make out with him, I remembered that it only takes my 5-year-old about 30 seconds to start playing What Burns with the Gas Stove. Yeah, that's terrifying. And don't ask me how I know that flaming Doritos actually flame. Yeah, I didn't say that. Just, no. So since I have no time, I thought I would multitask. I set up a Match.com profile that said, hey, no time to date. Let's hang while I clean the house. So some dudes came over and they were pissed that my clothes were more like Mary Maid than French Maid. So I went back and I reread my profile. I actually wrote, no time to date. Let's bang while I clean. Yeah, I'm clearly not ready for this dating thing because I can't even write a profile correctly. So anyway, before all this, I went through a breakup due to sexual incompatibility. I was into men. He was into guns. I thought the bathroom was an odd place to keep gun magazines until I discovered that they were sticky. It was really nasty, let me tell you. And then one day I found out in the basement he was cleaning his gun. He was rubbing it real good. I mean, he was really going at that sucker. I told him, no matter how hard you rub it, it's just not gonna come. I wish you'd rub me like that, but never did. So I'm gonna leave you all with a coronavirus joke. So people haven't been this afraid to get close to each other since a junior high dance. At least that's been my experience. I also have a little visitor who's trying to say hi right now. Just walked up. Anyway, that's all for me. It's back to Brooke, and enjoy the rest of this, guys. This has been so fun.
All right, yes, thank you. I am not muted anymore. You can hear me. I am just doodling away, getting lost in this magical wonderland of art. Yeah, having a nice time. Thank you, Annalise, for sharing your joy and your cute little adorable child that you made with us. Yay! And thank you, everyone that has been tuning in. I promise those are not pants on my shelf. It's kind of like a fashion show. Like I can ideally change my outfit in between every single comic. I'm in my bedroom. It's really, really cool. I don't normally get to have these many people in my room, so this is really cool. Thank you for coming. Mwah, mwah. All right, our very next comedian. This is probably like the biggest audience he's ever been in front of. At least 50 people right now, and I know that's not like a regular open mic. And he's just like, and I've noticed this about a lot of comedians, but he's like funny, you know, like he's just goofy and silly and like upbeat, and you're gonna like him, I think. If not, there'll be another one in a couple minutes. You know, it's really, really fine. It's good. All right, everybody, we're tuned in. We're on edge. Put your hands together for Josh Augustine. Woo!
Hello, everyone. Am I on? Can you see me? All right. Hey, no, got my thermometer here.
so I can take my temperature, make sure I don't have coronavirus. Fuck. And that's the rectal one. No, so my name is Josh Augustine. I was a army in the. I was a medic in the army, which was fun. I took up comedy for therapeutic purposes. When I was in the army, I had 17 confirmed kills, which sounds impressive until you realize that I was a medic at a hospital and I was never given a weapon. So, hey, do you guys think the Canadians call their VA the VA? It's my shitty pun, but I'm keeping it. No, but when I got out of the army, they do this thing called service dogs. It's basically the government saying, hey, sorry, your healthcare is a little expensive and we don't want to pay for it. And the really fucking weird part about it was the only thing I had was erectile dysfunction, and they gave me a whole dog because of it. And I don't know what they want me to do with it, but here's Bella. Say hi to people. Say hi to people. But no, so I've got this condition called depression. I take this awesome drug called Zoloft. A typical 25-year-old me would go out and try to fuck anything that moves and possibly kill himself later that night. But no, it's all good. I take Zoloft now, and now I've got 2 new obsessions, which is Yankee Candles and Anderson Cooper's Eyes. And life is good. Life is good. I feel like a fucking prop comic. I've got a dog as a prop, a fucking candle as a prop now. No, but one thing that I've found quite interesting is the changing of words over time. In the 1950s, gay used to mean that you were happy, and then now gay means homosexual. And I think it's really interesting because if you would have asked me if I was gay in the 1950s versus now, the answer would still be no in either decade. Because I'm not happy or homosexual, except for Anderson Cooper, but we already touched on that. One thing I think is a little weird is the phrase fragile masculinity. I don't like it. It's a little different for me. I don't believe in it. And if you believe in it, I want you to go ahead and raise your hand, because I want you to. You know what? If you say the phrase fragile masculinity, I want you to meet me outside, because we can fight over by the average size truck. You know what? It's not about the size of the truck. It's about the load in the back, and I can take fucking massive loads in the back. All right. You know, despite looking like someone that would vote for Donald Trump, I couldn't pull myself to do it, because Donald Trump wanted to build the very thing that killed my hero, Dale Earnhardt Sr., raise hell, praise Dale. Yeah, he wanted to build a wall. Dale Earnhardt Sr. was the only man that wanted to go right in NASCAR when everybody went left, and right is conservatism and left is liberalism, and I'll leave you on that. You know, but I did see that Dale Earnhardt Jr., he got in a plane crash a couple months back, and I just want to say that I'm happy for him that he survived and everything, and super happy to finally find out that Dale Earnhardt Jr. found something he's better at than his dad. So, but with that joke, I'm gonna go ahead and bring back Brooke. Thank you, guys.
I love how they leave it. They're like, and then with that joke, and then you don't. Well, actually, all of a sudden, it's not, Sean. That's what I meant. You know, like, people are laughing. People are laughing hard. Like, that's what we are doing. We are making the best of it. Like, we are inside. Like, we have this desire just to spread love and joy and goofiness and silliness and just to make people, like, I don't know, like, it's kind of stressful a little bit. So we gotta do what we can. This has been a lot of fun so far, and it's these comedians that are making it fun. So I'm not tired. I'm ready for another one. You guys ready for another one? All right, put your hands together. Get super excited. Welcome to the stage, Brandon Q.
Am I unmuted? Can you hear me? All right, sweet. I thought Kim was supposed to go. Did I miss Kim? All right, well, thank you, Brooke. Yes. I'm coming to you live from the garage. We got the setup here, trying to make this as realistic as possible. This coronavirus has got us really going right now. The stock market's killing us. My IRA turned into an IOU. Damn. There it is. Thank you. I think that my theory is God sent coronavirus so that he could get millennials to stop traveling and like get a real job for once. Finally, it's like damn it, me, damn it. Like, why don't you guys like stop backpacking and get a real job? Go. All right, you got that. The laugh track's not working very well. He sent Liam Neeson so that we'd be afraid of France, and that didn't work. So it's like, all right, now I got to have the 11th plague. My gosh. You know who I really feel for in these times is the businesses. They're getting desperate. You know how I know they're getting desperate? I heard an ad for a bowling alley that was like just grasping at anything they could to get people to come to the bowling alley. So they were like, come to this bowling alley. Come to our bowling alley because it's great exercise. Which is a bit of a stretch, which is the only stretching associated with bowling. They said that bowling three games is the equivalent of burning as many calories as you burn when you walk 1 mile. You don't go to a bowling alley to burn calories. You go to consume calories. I mean, cheeseburgers, hot dogs, nachos. Hell, if you get 3 strikes, they give you turkey. Do the laugh track on them. If you're bowling for exercise, I think a bowling ball is a perfect metaphor for you. You're probably round, life is just spiraling out of control. By the end of the night, you're going to have 3 fingers in you. I don't know. I think it's the shoes. I think that's what it is. It's the shoes that get you. Because, you know, no one's ever done anything athletic wearing bowling shoes. I'd rather be wearing wooden clogs than bowling shoes. If there's no traction, flipping around, you know, you get no traction from the bowling shoes. Like, it's just like a Looney Tunes slipping montage waiting to happen with a banana peel. Like, I had a friend once, seriously, I had a friend, his nachos were up, we were bowling, his nachos were up. He tried to dog to go get them real quick, he slipped. He had a cracked femur, he had a bruised his knee and had a dislocated boner. Cracked his jaw. It was wired shut, man. Bowling alley, I don't know. Bowling for exercise is a lot like masturbating for exercise. You might be able to burn a few calories, but is it really worth the risk of having people see you do it in public? That's why you got to do it in an alley. You guys, you're a great audience member, but you stop heckling me, man. You think you can do better than me? Yes. All right. Well, why don't you get up here and give it a shot? Let's see what this amateur has in store. Woo! All right, thanks for having me. This is 100% my first time doing this. My introduction is Rob. We'll let you all in.
before. Oh, that's what laughter's like. Okay. You ever try to convince people and something you're not? You know, like, oh, hey, look at me, I'm so skinny in my bird's eye view picture. You know, I've dabbled in a little bit of those arts there. Yep, Brooke's with me. Yep, you're with me too. I have no idea who you are. Brooke actually stalked a couple of shows. She probably doesn't even recognize me. That's okay. Perfect. You know, I dabbled in the misleading arts myself there. You know, when I go shopping, I usually pick up the 8-ounce cans of Coke and not the 12-ounce cans. I know it sounds a little confusing there, you know, when I'm very funny, but when I take the smaller cans and just put them into my Coke there, it makes it look so much bigger than the 8-ounce than it is with the 12-ounce. I just make sure to turn it away so it looks like proper sizing. So, scaling. What I like to do. Camera angles, that's one hell of a thing. Women are really good at it. Remember trying to date online once upon a time, and you'd see all of a sudden somebody was sitting there and, you know, 120 pounds maybe? No, you gotta meet them in real life, they're like 350 pounds. That was me, by the way. Couple funny words that I was playing with earlier today. Oranges. Oh, it's not that. No. I don't know what the fuck means. You're right in time. I have 3 minutes? No, 3 minutes. Oh, I only have like 2 minutes. This is too much. I don't know how to fill the rest of the time. 1 minute. Oh, there you guys. All right. You got the best there. You know, oranges. If you slow down the word itself and just say it out loud to yourself slowly, it's probably like saying orange juice. Then that'll forever stick in your head. So you're welcome for ruining that for you. And then names for your babe, for your loved one, your boo. Some people will call their woman, you know, something special. Haven't thought of any other names to really call a woman than could be. You know, my girl, she could be a real beach sometimes, and she thinks it's super sweet, so that's how I roll. Anyways, that's my time. I'm gonna go ahead and cut out. Thanks for having me, guys.
All right, well, that was Brandon Q, and then a bonus dude that says that we've met a few times, which actually does happen. Sometimes I'll meet people a few times, and then, by the way, Brandon, like, okay, so, like, the angle of that whole shot was just, it's basically like seeing you live, because, like, it's definitely, like, you're looking way up at Brandon, like, he's, like, this giant, like, if you get a chance to look at the footage, I don't know, that was great, that was hilarious, I like bowling, you're fun, he's, like, a tall, dark comedy, he has a thing, like, you can follow him, he does shows, well, we're all on a break, so he's online with us. Yay! Thank you, Brandon. And then thank you, bonus guy, for the funny jokes and the funny words and all of that fun stuff. So, our next comedian, he is from Lincoln. I saw him earlier with one of those safety masks on. I am, per usual, I'm alone, so I don't have to wear a mask, you guys. It's just me. It's good. It's fine. Thank you. Welcome, Twitch. You all are more than welcome to donate to the Venmo or the PayPal at Backline and just hashtag open mic. It's kind of a lot of work, you know, like managing all of these different men in and out of my bedroom. You know, I haven't had this much action since slightly after my divorce. But anywho, we're going to just move on. Our very next comic, put your hands together, get on the edge of your seats, use pun areas. Kent Maslowski.
All right, I'm going to assume this is working. I don't know, because technology. But wicked. Thanks, Brooke. Guys, I'm going to start with a public service announcement. Fellas, ladies don't like the dick pics. Now, I think I figured out why. It's the name. It's clunky. It's 2 syllables, and you pause after each one. Dick. Pick. Like, we could do better than that. what is a dick pic? Fundamentally, a dick pic is a picture of your dick. You can just as easily call it, I don't know, a dicture. So don't send dick pics anymore. Might give dictures a shot. You like my ring light? Give me a nice even light to not hear any laughter by. That's fun. Anyone out there, Alanis Morissette fan? Yeah? Wicked. Awesome. So, she's got that song, You Oughta Know. And when I was 7, I heard that song. There's a line that says, the cross I bear that you gave me. And I was 7 the first time I heard it. So I heard it as the cross-eyed bear that you gave me. And I was 7. So I was trying to understand it. I was like, well, you know, what do you give the woman who has everything? Give her the polar bear that can't maintain eye contact. I don't know. That's assuming it's even a live bear. Maybe it's a stuffed bear. And he's like, look, I'm here to remind you, those Thai children did a really bad job of sewing up my bear, and now I have a cross-eyed bear. You ought to know that if you paid him like another 70 cents a day, probably getting way better output. I don't know. I was thinking on a high level. When I was in 6th grade, I was smart, but I didn't do homework. That's a bad combination. Kids would come up to me, they'd be like, hey, stop using such big words. So I'd look up from the complete works of Shakespeare, abridged. I was a tiny kid. And I was like, okay, but what's a big word to you? Like, how many syllables? And they were like, get him! And then in 7th grade, I went to a new school. Get away with not doing homework for about a month. And they brought in my mom. They had a whole conference. They're like, he's not doing his homework. She was like, yeah, if you're paying attention to the last joke, you would know that by now. Well, their solution was to put me in a class for juvenile delinquents. Me. So there were kids who were there for being in gangs. There were kids who were there for being on drugs. Brought a holding meeting to dude you on crack right now. And there was me. I was there for not handing in a limerick. One of these things is not like the others. One of these things doesn't belong, I said. Absolutely. Every day. It's the middle school equivalent of taking someone who wrote bad checks and putting them in a maximum security facility with like murderers and car thieves. You're going to learn a new trade. That's where I'm going with that. I'm distracted by Brooke putting on her chapstick. I learned 8 ways to make a shank in that class, so don't you tell me the 7th grade at Scott Middle School was a total waste. It was only mostly a waste. What up? Yeah, when I think about like Generation Z, the world they're going to inherit, what makes sense to them, what's not going to make sense to them, I think about like, once again, Shakespeare, Romeo and Juliet. You're going to be like, why didn't someone just send a text? As soon as Juliet finished charging her phone, she'd just be like, sup, boo? And Romeo would be like, NM. About Tybalt, though. And then Juliet would be like, OMG. And then Romeo would be like, RIP. And a couple hours after that, Juliet would be like, love and light. She kind of come to terms with it. A couple hours after that, Romeo would be like, you up? Eggplant emoji. You know, like technology alone, it would have saved, oh my God, with no laughter. This is like, it's like doing jokes into a void. This is fun. Fantastic. Sweet essential oils there. So I'm going to end with 2 quick history jokes. First one is my friend told me she was taking a Holocaust Studies class. I said, Holocaust Studies, what's your final shower? And then the other one is I want to do a biopic. It's the life of cartographer and explorer Amerigo Vespucci. All my jokes are super relatable. I don't know if you've caught on yet. Anyway, I want to cast Snoop Dogg in that lead role, but mostly, if I'm being honest, just for one shot, I just want to see him step out on the ship's deck, you know, put that spyglass up to his eye and go, land, ho. Thanks a lot. I'm going to leave that 30 seconds on my time. I'm going to pass that on to the great Brooke Barsell. Thanks for having me on.
Oh, you are killing it. You are killing it. You are killing it. My gosh. I know. Land ho. Oh my God. What I think that we need to do is figure out a way for like you guys, yeah, that's his time. I'm aware. For like you guys to watch me and watch the comedians. Like, I think if you watch us both at the same time, it might be fun. I don't know. Maybe not. Anywho, I'm actually not going to host this all the time. So tonight, you guys, yay! That was super fun, Kent. Thank you for bringing your funny. Yay! Our next comedian, he is from South Dakota. Super excited to hear him. Put your hands together, give a little holler for Luke Johnson. Woo!
All right, give it up for me, everybody. And for all the comics you've seen tonight, they did a great job. This has been a lot of fun. Before, of course, we're all shuttered inside our homes, I made a new friend recently. He introduced himself as Dr. Stevens. And I said, what are you a doctor of? And he said, oh no, doctor is my name. His parents called him that. Apparently they had really high hopes for him. So I asked, so we call you Mr. Stevens? And he said, no, Mr. is my father's name. Just so you know, I am history's greatest monster. There was a notice posted outside of our apartment building this morning, not this morning, last week, about safer, and it was a notice from our landlord saying, hey, here are some safe ways that you can pay your rent. You can pay it online or mailing your check. And my immediate response to this notice was, fuck them. I'm not paying my rent online because that's only convenient for them. I'm writing them a check, and just for this, every time I send them a check, I will be wiping my nose and or ass with it. I'm not a man who messes around. I don't do drugs. I'm not sure why. I mean, I don't play Magic the Gathering anymore. I can afford cocaine. But no, seriously, I don't do drugs for a variety of reasons. The main one is that I'm just not cool enough. Here's how I know. Last year, I was doing an escape route, not the worst part, and I saw a series of numbers written on the wall, and I said, that's the Fibonacci sequence. I'd recognize it anywhere. Just so you know who kind of person you're dealing with. It's an interesting fact. There's a test that you can take that determines whether or not you're cool enough for drugs, and by taking the test, you automatically fail. Because there's nothing less cool than a test. One of the other reasons I don't do drugs is that I have a hard enough time dealing with reality as it is. I don't need the extra handicap. The other problem is that no one will sell them to me because I look like a narc. And I understand, but it's just that when my friends have news, I get really excited, and I like to tell other people, and I don't always check to see if they're cops first. Important lesson. Remember this. Here's something that actually happened to me years ago. I was in Boston. I was hanging out outside a bar because, again, they have standards. They're not high standards, but they do have them. And a guy walks up to me and says, hey, are you cool? And it turns out this is code for, would you like to buy drugs? I thought he was just concerned for my well-being because I kind of look like that. And I said, well, my mom thinks I'm cool, which isn't true, but he doesn't need to know that. He's a stranger. You know, I have that kind of problem with unclear language. Like, you have to be very direct in what you're saying to me. I had a girlfriend break up with me, and she said, well, we can still be friends. And I held her to it. About once a month, I'd call her up looking for something to do. Oh, she learned her lesson on that one, too. Changed her number. It was a whole thing. Another thing I like to do is bar trivia. Obviously not right now. Any other fans of bar trivia out there? Yeah, you there? I know. I can see my people. I love it. My sister-in-law loves it too, but sometimes she cheats. I got a text from her the other night saying, who shot Alexander Hamilton? And the thing is, I know she's a cop, so I said, snitches get stitches, and hung up. All right, I'm going to get out of here pretty soon. I just want to thank you all for tuning in. And please, if you've got a couple extra bucks, kick it towards the back line. It's a beautiful theater. I've had the pleasure of performing there before. I hope to do so again. I got to get out of here and get to bed soon. I've got a lot of things going on tomorrow. specifically paying rent. I'm very excited. I can't wait to hand in that check, and they're going to ask, where'd all these brown stains come from? And I'll say, not my nose. Thank you.
Thank you. Thank you, Luke. That was really, really fun. You totally look like a narc. I don't think I would ask if you were cool. I would just assume that you were not. I'm just kidding. You're probably really fun. You seem really, really fun. I'll meet you in real life when this whole pandemic is gone and I get to travel and leave and go do this in front of smaller audiences, much smaller. So this is really cool. We're doing this open mic in front of so many people. I think there's already been over 400 people that have tuned in. They haven't stayed, but they have tuned in and they've seen. So what we're going to do is we're going to work to make them stay. We're going to be funny, and then what's going to happen is they're going to send us money. My shirt says love is still the most powerful weapon. The most powerful force in the planet. I think love and joy, they kind of work hand in hand. It's like gateway drug to making the world better. Oh, gosh. Anywho, thank you, Luke. Our next comedian, I don't think I've had the pleasure of hearing him before in real life, so this is really cool. Put your hands together. Welcome. It's Jordan, right? Yeah. All right, welcome to your house, Jordan Galton.
Y'all hear me? Everybody hear me? Y'all hear me? Alright, cool. Now, a lot of people don't know me. I'm new to this shit. But there's a lot to know about me. I'm only 20 years old and I've been through a lot of shit. I just recently found out I was adopted. That's some bullshit. I've had a baby. I've been arrested twice. I've been racially profiled. That's not really surprising, but it happened. Let me see. I'm in the military. I'm not from DC, but right now I'm in Omaha. So, if you're in Omaha, come see me one day. Like I said, I'm from DC. So me, I like ghetto bitches. Now, there's two things ghetto bitches come with. Attitude, and if you get the wrong ghetto bitch, roaches. You got roaches and ghetto bitches, alright? Now, I was unfortunate enough to get the bitch with the attitude and the roaches. I didn't know about the roaches until I got to her house. So don't just think I'm out here fucking with bitches with roaches. That ain't me. But she was bad though. She's one of them hood princesses, right? So I rolled up to the house. She opened the door. Immediately, there were roaches everywhere in the house. I'm talking everywhere you could think of, there was roaches. Now, I seen the roaches, and I'm like, she's disgusting. But then I looked at her body, and I was like, fuck them damn roaches. I'm gonna tear that thing up. So I go in the house. And let me tell you something about hood roaches. Hood roaches ain't nothing like you ever seen before. Hood roaches is different. They disrespectful. Okay? So I go into the house. I'm like, hey, I'm thirsty. Can I go get something to drink? She like, yeah, go in there, get you a cup, get you some juice, do what you want. So I go in there, I walk into the kitchen, I look to my left, and there's roaches sitting at the table, they playing cards and shit. They playing cards, playing dominoes, having a good time. I look at the roach, playing the cards, roach look at me, roach said, I was like, what's up? So I go into the cabinet, right? I'm going to the cabinet to get a cup. Roach sitting there like he a bartender, hand me the cup. I said, well, thank you. I appreciate that. He gave me the cup. I get something to drink. I'm about to go back in the family room. As I'm walking out, I look at the roach playing cards. Roach look at me. I look at the roach. Roach said, all right, cool. I told him, what's up? I go back on the couch. I sit on the couch. I'm finna watch TV. I feel something tap my leg. Roach said, you wanna watch TV? I said, all right, cool, I might as well. So I'm waiting on Shawty, she up there, she getting ready. Cause I'm about to, So I'm waiting on her. So as I'm watching TV, I'm like, I might as well, say, get to know the roach. So the roach, I'm like, all right, man, what's your name? He like, yeah, my name Man Man. I said, Man Man, that's kind of like a hood-ass name. That's a hood name. He said, used to be in the streets or something? He said, nah, man, that's my past life. Now I don't do that no more. I said, oh, okay, cool. So Shorty come downstairs. Lingerie, nice little see-through, little robe and shit. I'm like, oh yeah, I'm about to tear that up. So before I get off the couch, I dap the roach up, go upstairs, handle my business. Now the thing about these roaches is, I go upstairs, and let me tell you about these roaches. These roaches ain't even had enough decency to get out the room and let us do our thing. Roaches sitting there, everybody, all the roaches, they get up there on the couch, on the dresser, they gonna watch. I said, we finna make a porno in front of these roaches. She act like she ain't see them. I said, you right, fuck these damn roaches. So we in there, I'm in there, it's going on the third round, right? Third round, I'm about to finish it. I'm about to finish it off. She did that arch position, I'm about to tear that shit up. In the middle of me fucking, little sassy ass roach will come up talking about something. So what the hell you mean, She said, I sing better. I said, bitch, you ain't gonna sit up here and criticize me on my fucking bitch. A-Town stomp the shit out your ass talking about something you seen better. She said, I'm just saying Marcus did it better. I said, who the hell is Marquise? I'll stomp Marquise ass too. Don't play, you gonna criticize me on my fucking, I'll call the exterminator and we can end all this shit. Don't play with me like that. Anyway, I left. Now me, I told y'all, I'm in the military. Now, thing about being in the military, me, I ain't shit. I'll tell you that right now. I ain't shit. Like when I found, like Trump, when we found out Trump was about to get impeached, let me tell you how happy we was. We was happy as shit. Niggas was throwing barbecues. We was calling each other up. Like, hey man, you see this shit? Yeah, he getting impeached. Then we was happy as shit. Then we turn around, we look the next week. Not only did Trump bomb the Somalian army or whoever it is, he bombed the HNIC of the army. For those of y'all who don't know what that means, he bombed the head nigga in charge of the army. This wasn't just some regular ass nigga. I'm telling y'all, niggas went from sitting in front of the TV like this to this. I mean, we just knew we was getting deployed. I knew I was getting deployed. I was pissed. I was like, honey, get my super suit, because I'm finna go. So, anyway, is that my time? All right, that's my time. I'm a storyteller, y'all, so my shit be long. But I enjoyed it. Y'all should come out and see me. I'm a lot better on stage. This is new. I ain't never did this before. So, hope y'all come see me.
Yay! That's a lot of fun. Thank you so much, Jordan. I look forward to having you up on the stage and getting a live audience in front of you. Stand-up is so much fun, and thank you, Backline Comedy, for letting us do this and putting this together and trying something weird in such a weird time. My name is Brooke Barsell. I am your host. That was, he said he's new, but very, very funny. Our next comedian, I don't think I have seen him before yet, but he did, you're gonna like him. I think he looks like a pretty cool dude. Put your hands together. Welcome to your house, Rico Valentine.
Am I on there now? Okay, good. Can y'all hear me? Okay, good. This is definitely something pretty new. Doing comedy ain't even on stage and nothing like that. But I just want to shout out to your host. Shout out to Jordan and all the other comedians that you've seen previous. You know what I'm saying? We got a really good lineup for y'all tonight. It's gonna be some comedians, some pretty good comedians to come on after me. So just as just a few updates. Finally back in South Florida. They usually be like, oh, coming out of whatever city you be breaking out of, and I'm back in South Florida. I never met the girl Brooke, but back in 2015, 16, I used to perform in Omaha quite frequently. I was a student out there, so I was going a little crazy. I had one of my homies in New York ask me or he made a post what do you the last thing you ate and the color of your underwear was it was gonna be the name. So the last thing you ate, and then and then the color of your underwear. I'm like, oh, I had nothing tacos, because this is a quarantine. If I'm gonna be stuck in the house, I'm not gonna wear no underwear. So no, not wearing anything, not wearing any drawers. Haven't worn drawers in 4 days. I ain't gonna lie. This has been a pretty good time. I ain't gonna lie. Today, one of my favorite porn stars go follow me on Instagram today. I've been trying to hear her for 2 years. Finally, it's okay, you know what? I feel like I'm getting somewhere. Granted, now it wouldn't be the first. That would be it would be like the third. You know, I was trying to do a little polygamy with her and her little friend. I ain't had no plans of being in Miami at that time. You know what I'm saying? I was in Atlanta, so I was just, just having a little bit too much fun out there. I'm trying not to go. Try not to be. I got you. Okay, we had a pretty good time. What's some other good news? I recently I got my application accepted into the Black Men Don't Cheat Association. Yeah, I didn't get accepted right away though. I did have to file an appeal. It was like, nah, nigga, we got to review your file. I finally got in because I started to realize that a lot of the other things were a lot more important. Like my big thing now is like, how fun are you to be around after I bust my nut? Like, what's your post-fuck conversation like? That's what I'm real big on. Because, I was knocking down this little chick in Omaha. She gonna try to tell me how Omaha is more dangerous for black people than Chicago. I'm like, I'm sorry, but I done been to the hood in Omaha, okay? There was a mattress on fire in the middle of the street. We went the other way. Simple as that. Meanwhile, they robbing niggas for their coats in Chicago. I'm finna mess y'all up. They got this thing called lake effect snow. Because I know a lot of the people, they be from other places. They got this thing called lake effect snow in Chicago where, it's the temperature already bogus as hell, like 3 degrees. Then with the wind chill coming off of the water, it'd be like negative 28. What is the situation? Like, how do you even go about robbing somebody for their coat? You know what I'm saying? And the nigga that's robbing it, he mess around and have a coat on. Like, he don't even be cold. He don't even be like cold. He just don't want to see you warm. You know what I'm saying? Like that's shit. But I can see my phone in the glasses. I don't really be dressing like this like just any other time. Like only when I gotta, put on the. All right, people have to see me. Hold on, let me. You know what I'm saying? I ain't even got no haircut. Half the time when I be doing shows, if I ain't got no haircut, I just throw a hat on that motherfucker. Ain't got really too much time. Hold on, let me see the time, Brooke. I don't want to, I don't want to go too far over. What we looking at? Okay, so we got about 25 seconds. Okay, so before I head out, you know what I'm saying? If you like, you can follow me on Instagram at Big Poppy Valentine. I've been losing a lot of weight, so it'll turn into Slim Poppy Valentine eventually. But yeah, you guys stay blessed and have a wonderful evening. Stay safe during the coronavirus. Every time I cough, coronavirus. You guys stay blessed.
Alright, I just need a little dance break. It's kind of like
comes in at midnight.
Life. And that was fun. Thank you. Very, very, very
Mama doesn't trust him.
Are you ready for our next comedian? She likes the little wood. Right. Little wood guy. And he likes to do rap things. And he's gonna be in a rap battle on this weekend. He's gonna make some beats. I'll
Does
do
it work?
right with him. Yeah, I'm still talking though. I'm gonna introduce you. You didn't like that music? We were just kind of jamming for a second. Anywho, your next comedian. He's so funny. He does Littlewood. Welcome to your house, Todd Dillon.
Hey. Cool. Hey. Good to see everybody. Okay, this isn't. I was gonna be like, oh, didn't see you there. That's not even a pipe. This is a potential pipe. I was supposed to be going live on Facebook too, but that seems to be fucked up. I'm pretty lucky. As you can see, I have quite a bit of yeah, we're good. I got a lot of wood. That's fucking cool. I've been waiting for this shit. Turns out I was done messing with people. They've been really annoying, and man, it's been really great to just exhale. How's sweatpants treating everybody? Great, huh? You know? Just wearing just whatever the hell. The other day, I just spent the whole day in a cape, a robe, and some fish waders. I was just like, It's how we live. I'm hoping this changes everything for the good, you know? That just becomes everybody's regular stuff. We're all dressing like Power Rangers to go to business meetings instead of a power tie, Power Ranger suit, ripping bits, because I was waiting for you guys to show up and I was hitting a little whiskey. Hey, why don't we tone some of this shit down? Some of you guys are posting Facebook memes that are just too aggressive. You're just like, hey, and by the way, if you're one of those ones, girl, like, man, just like, breathe, yo. That has an anticlimactic punchline. Man, the power went out here the other night, and holy freaking nuts, I was expecting the purge alarm to go off next. But it's Nebraska, so it's just a pretty nice neighborhood. We just kind of went for a walk. It was pretty cool. We took the dogs out. It was super. Am I the only one that just has to keep reminding myself, like, oh, this isn't what it was like for Anne Frank at all? Because I keep having to remind myself, look, I was going to do my set over here. On this lathe, where I was actually decided it would be a good idea to make a butt plug. And turns out you gotta bring this part down. Like, it started as a bit, and then I was like, no, that bit's not gonna be funny. But then I kept doing it, and but now, like, it's intricate enough that it's a problem that I want to solve. So I guess making end of the world butt plugs over here. I got this mic so I can do some actual comedy bits and be like, crowd work. Hey, how's it going? The pandemic sucks, huh? I bet you wish that we were in the same room. That would bring a lot to the comedy, I think. Anyway, yesterday, this is what I made. I made a bunch of these dingers for singing bowls. Oh, you gotta hold it down here to make it good. I did that the day before. I made a bunch of these wooden pipe cigars. So dildos, dingers, and butt plugs. That's what we're making here. Tiny likes a house of spinning wood and stuff. I'm Tiny Two Church. Do I got jokes? What's my set like these days? I just everything kind of fell by the wayside, you know? I haven't thought of my jokes. Just been hanging out in the basement. I like that Anne Frank one. That's it, Brooke. I'm out of stuff.
Yeah. There's all the clapping for showing us that you have so much wood. You know, like, I get it. There's all these people, they're like, people are going to be pregnant. And good for you. If you're having sex, good for you. Like, good for you for all your wood that you get to get in and whittle and play with and touch and put in your hands and whittle. My name is Brooke Barsell. I'm from Omaha. I do jokes like this, usually on stage in front of actual people. It's just, you know, me and the essential oil bottles. You know, I'm thinking about putting little googly eyes on them. I don't know. Just little things, little thoughts. But yeah, we're on Twitch. People are watching, and sometimes open mics we have like 5 people or 15 people, and we've had like over 400 people that have watched so far. So I call this like a success. You know, like super, super, super rad. You can donate if you want to on PayPal or Venmo at Backline. I don't mean to say that a lot, but pound, hashtag open mic. We've got one last comedian, you guys. I'm having a lot of fun. I feel like I could do this again. I could definitely do this again. If you want this to happen again or think that it should, like donate or like or share or do whatever. You follow the backline here on this little Twitch, because then it'll start recording and storing videos. We gain more viewers. But hell yeah, this has been super, super fun. Our last comedian, he does a really, really cool show. It's like the Gram, and they use Instagram, and it's live, and it's really, really rad. So when all of this like settles down, you'll have to check that out. But right now, put your hands together. Welcome to the stage at your house, Sean Dengler.
Hey, what's going on? Whoop, whoop, whoop. I really wish I had cool wood projects I could show or other things, because I feel like I am not as cool as that, and that's okay. But yeah, I host the Gram. You can check it out. Me and Muhammad, y'all is my other cohort in that, and we actually did a live streaming show on Friday. So go to the Gram on Instagram, Facebook. That's it. All right. I won't just pitch that anymore, but yeah, my name is Sean. Every day, it's really hard. Every day, I regret that I did not give 110% to my high school show choir's rendition of Rascal Flatts' "Life is a Highway." It is truly, truly terrible that I don't like it, that I did that bad. Other things I want to talk about. Unfortunately, this coronavirus thing, not great, because I got laid off from my job. It's all right. Fortunately, I found a friend who runs his own construction business, and he's letting me help out. And today was my first day, and I was helping out at this pretty nice house, and I was there. And then, like, we're just working to this family. The mother, I think, was in, like, her maybe late 30s, early 40s. And we're setting up. It's just me and the other guy. And then all of a sudden, this other lady wanders in. And, like, I'm like, oh, it must be her friend. And turns out it was her mom. And I was like, oh, is this how a porno starts? I don't know. I've been on the construction job this long. I don't know. It was weird. But she had so much plastic surgery. I was shocked. Like, it put Barbie to shame, unfortunately. She looked like she was 70 years old. Or she was 70 years old, I bet. 70, upper 60s. I think she looked like she was a GILF. I don't know. That's just what I believe. I don't know. It's weird. I went to Hy-Vee the other day, and I was looking. I didn't need it. My wife, very proactive, and got a lot of groceries and things way ahead of schedule, which is great. But I had to go there, and I send letters to my grandma every couple days. And I needed to go buy some envelopes for her to send, and I walk in there, and they're out of envelopes. Apparently people are ordering envelopes during this whole thing. I didn't know that was the thing. I knew the toilet paper was. But yeah, it's crazy. But my grandma, she's sweet, but she is probably the most at-risk person in this of all the people. She is 96 years old, has a small bit of cancer, so it's not great, but she's doing great. She's actually, for a 96-year-old, she has a lot of pep. She also knows how to throw some shade, because I used to work at a bank. And when I worked at the bank, I actually was asked out by a female customer one time. It's flattering, She asked me out. I was like, I'm already in a relationship, so I can't do this, but it's flattering. So I go tell my grandma this story, and my grandma, she's like, Sean, she must be desperate. And my grandma just burned me hard, I guess. But that's what it is. That's all I got. Thank you so much. This is cool. Thank you, Backline. You guys were great. I appreciate you guys putting this on for everyone to come out and tell jokes. But that's all the time I've got. I'm tired. I need to go to bed anyways. So thank you, Brooke. Thank you, Backline.
Thank you. Thank you, Sean. Thank you, everybody. Thank you, every single person that has came in and just shared like a little bit of their personality and their silly, like, this is weird. You know, we like it when there's other people there. And like, they're actually just, honestly, there's been a lot of people that have tuned in and watched. So that is amazing. I call that a win. I'm so thankful. I'm so grateful. Comedy is the best. Sean, you're fantastic. Thank you. He is really like, he thinks differently. We all think differently, but they put a really cool show together. Check him out on Instagram too. Donate to the Backline. Check us out next Tuesday. We're going to definitely do this again on Saturday at 10 p.m. Me and a couple of the other guys are doing a rap battle somehow in our own rooms. I don't know how it's going to work, but like, we got to get our silly out. We can't be holding it in. When I hold my silly in, it comes out like when I can't help it. And so, like, thank you for tuning in. This has been awesome. Yay, comedy. Yay, Backline. Over and out. Mwah. Woo.